coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we Let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for two and really put the pressure on them.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Murray from midfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jabril Cox drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray on the move to his left. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pollard to return from the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, Prescott stripped, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Prescott being chased out left. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott to throw this time. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with...
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left.
Keep playing on the keeper. A gain of 16 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw again on second down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. He's at the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Power running by Zeke. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On second down, Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go
touchdown. It's caught at the 1. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
from the 41. Murray. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
To throw, it's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pollard to return from the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, Deco to keep it. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Here's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. To throw is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play here for Dallas. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Murray, one final try. Buying time to his left. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Saquon Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap, but it's hard. Because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Glennon hit. He loses the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And some room to work. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Touchdown, Giants.
Yeah, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. As Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Extra point try good by Gano.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 7-7, our score after 1.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. We play to win. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray from midfield. Being chased out left. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the scramble.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Murray going to throw. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Throwing on second down. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. From the 35 on second down, Jones, he'll take a shot for the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Under pressure, they got him again. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may give more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They'll run with Edmonds again.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll go for it with Edmonds. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
141 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 27 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Throwing to start the drive. Murray forced out to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Murray now to throw. Ertz has it left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down at 4. They run with Edmonds. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Looking for Shepard deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Here we go.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw. Murray steps away. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going. And then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw is Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Gano now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Able to find Ertz. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He's back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.